So let's welcome our guest for today, and that is da 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 da. Hello, Vice. It's great to see
Hello.
you.
It's so nice to see you too.
Thank you, my
कैसे
channel
हो
पे
आप?
आने के लिए. I'm perfectly fine. How are you?
I'm also very good. Thank you for asking.
Great. And thank you, you agreed to be on our show. Kyuki Vice, we've known you as a creator, a singer, a songwriter. First of all, why Vice?
It's just the name that I came up with. Search engines में डालने के लिए easy है. That is where it came from, yeah.
That's it. I think that's pretty cool. That sounds like a reasonable reason, I guess. But
Thank
yeah.
you.
And तो आपने आप anime content create करते हैं and आप anime songs भी लिखती हैं inspire होके
जी.
and you're a singer as well. How did that come about too?
So it's kind of a funny story क्योंकि इधर TikTok अभी बैन होने वाला है, right? इंडिया में already हो गया. But जब भी मैं TikTok पे ज़्यादा content बनाती थी, people were talking about, oh, you know, like, if you don't know, Zoro is my number one, like, anime character ever. He's my husbando, you know? So people were talking about, oh, like, I'm the number one Zoro fan. I'm the number one Zoro fan. So I made a song about Zoro just out of pettiness, you know, to prove that I'm the number one Zoro fan. So whole song, it took off. And then from there, I just started making anime songs.
Wow.
So it was out of pettiness.
What do you think for when you start it? The first thing that comes in your mind, when you'll be like, okay, let's start writing a song for this.
I actually figure out the character that I'm writing for as I'm writing the song. मैं सोचती हूँ कि आज मैं दान के बारे में गाना लिखूंगी. आज मैं साकुरा के बारे में. It comes from my experiences, right? So the song isn't completely about that one character. Lekin if I feel like this song is something a character will sing, then I'm like, you know what? I can add some of you know, the character's uniqueness in the song. So then maybe I'll like name drop Momo, or you know, I'll say something like Ayase or something. You know, I'll like put it in the song.
Yeah.
But sometimes I'll be like, you know, today I feel like writing a song about Boa. But that's different because I really like Boa. She's like an inspiration to me. So
you're from the US, right? You live in US.
Yes.
And
I live in the US.
Right. And then how did you then आपने कैसे start किया like anime? When did you start watching anime?
Honestly, जब भी मैं इंडिया में रहती थी तभी like I was like 2, you know? तभी मैं शिनचैन वगैरह देखती थी. शिनचैन, डोरेमोन, कितरेत्सु, कासुकाबे. So since I was young, really.
I like the idea because the thing is, content creators का normally होता है कि जितने content creators मैंने मिले हैं उन्होंने anime start किया था मतलब normally pandemic में start किया था. But I like the way you said that. Yeah, I mean you started back then. What if आपने नहीं देखा होता? Do you think the pandemic is also the reason why people would have got into anime?
I think people, yeah, क्योंकि pandemic में सब लोगों के पास time था, right? So instead of judging other people on what they like, they need to do things to make sure the time passes. So I think people would have watched anime during pandemic regardless. But me personally, अगर मैंने नहीं देखा होता बचपन में, I think I would have started in high school. किसी ने chat में पूछा, भाई साहब gym जाते हो? Yeah.
There you go. We have a gym rat. That's great. So let's get to next. If you had your favorite waifu, who's your favorite waifu?
That's difficult. I think it would have to be Boa Hancock from One Piece.
And why is that?
I think I just think she's really cool. She's really like she's the only female warlord. She's powerful. I like that in a woman, you know?
I'm sorry to say, but I think people call Sakura the trash and the useless, but I'm sorry, but pure anime mein, she was the one just actually mein help kiya tha. Hinata was the actual useless person there, but yeah, that's my opinion.
मैं Sakura fan हूँ. Or
Yes!
I'm a huge Sakura fan,
Yes!
actually. Tamari and Tsunade are my favorite. Yeah, but I love Sakura. Because Sakura ka background, she was not a shinobi. Her parents were not shinobis.
Yes!
You know?
Yes.
Hinata, from her background, she was a princess. And then she gave all her responsibilities to Hanabi, her younger sister,
Yes!
a guy. And people get really mad because they're just like, oh, Sakura told Naruto that she loves him. But it's like, this is why going to school is important and learning context clues is important. Because Sakura ne kyun bola? Usne bola because she did not want Naruto to risk his life to go find Sasuke. Because he made a promise to her. She's like, I don't care. I like you now. People kind of forget that the women have personalities.
Yes. Absolutely.
They look great. Don't get me wrong, you know, it's really like Zoro's great. I like him for his personality, but the fact that he looks like that's a cherry on top. I'm not saying anything, you know.
Obviously, no, really, I agree. You know, we need to start talking about that. The fact that, you know, that guy is just like he is the standard, because, and I'm sorry to say, I think people ko ye realize karna bahut difficult hota hai ki, see, there's always a perfect man every woman does wanna, like, you know, aspire to have. It's okay. आपकी cosplays काफी cool होती हैं. And what मुझे, that, I mean, when I watch your cosplays, I'm like, this woman is confident. You know, you get that. So, first of all, I appreciate you into, like, you know, taking cosplay into a next level. क्योंकि आपका cosplays जो होते हैं, मतलब, they are, they show that, you know what, I don't care what you say, but I'm confident about myself. How did you start cosplaying?
COVID. Well, it was a little bit before COVID. But COVID is जब भी मैंने, like, I started creating content as a cosplayer. क्योंकि time था.
No, absolutely. Yeah. When did you feel like, you know, and how much of effort do you, like, usually take to be like, you know what, this is the cosplay I want to go for, and yeah, I'm doing it well?
I mean, to be honest, I just do things that I find fun. So on my Instagram, when I started creating content, right? जब भी I first started with the cosplaying, जब भी मैंने makeup करना सीखा वगैरह वगैरह.
Yes.
I kind of did not do it to gain an audience. I still don't do it to gain an audience, and the people that follow me know that, you know. Will I take into account what they're saying? Like, I have a Patreon and stuff, yeah. And if somebody gets something off of my wish list, I'll wear the cosplay. But even on my wish list, the cosplays are what I want to do, right? So if I don't find it fun, I don't do it. And being perfect is not fun. So that's not my goal. Asked me, is she wearing a basketball outfit? So I don't know अगर आप लोगों को Sonic पता है उधर क्या रहता है? Do you guys?
Crazy.
Yeah, this is a shadow. This is a shadow jersey. I'm a really big Sonic fan.
I'm guessing, guys, in the comment section, you gotta say she passes the vibe. She does. She crazy does.
Thanks.